All right, what is up? What is up? I am They Coming, and welcome to the stream today, nerds. How's everybody doing? We got Team Fusion in the chat. Got Alejandro Bullon in the chat. What's up, guys? How you doing? Sup, Harsh? Soup? How's it going? Soup, dude? Soup, dude? So anyways, guys, man, the last 24 hours has felt like a real slog. Last night, played. Oh my gosh. I think I was playing till 1:30 a.m. We put up some more cups. Obviously, you can see I'm now at 18,314. So that means I definitely put up some significant numbers between the end of last stream and this stream. But we need to keep going. We are, 3 days away from the season end? 2 days and 17 hours. So we have today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Wait a minute. What day of the week is it? It's Tuesday. We have today. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday morning, the season will reset. Saw you one match. Yeah, man. Congratulations, Steen. GG's, man. Great work, T. I'm doing my best, guys. I actually spent some time in voice chat today with one of the GOATs. Seriously good player, carrying a very interesting queen style that has kind of redefined sort of what scrims are and really pushed this strategy for a while. And as you can see, it's on the screen right now. So let's go ahead and put it up. I'm on the heel pack train. I'm on the heavy train. And we're going to make this work. One other big change from this line is there is no trader. There is a bow instead. And there's also no Frank. There's a tank instead. One thing that Greg was telling me about this line is he doesn't use Frank because when you take the fight, your heal packs plus your blazing light, you're able to heal through a lot of damage usually. Also, because there's a bow, you can count on there being some point dominance play, and there's no farmer. So yeah, massive changes here. But we had a nice string of W's this morning while Greg was on voice with us. He kind of coached me through it a little bit, so I have to give a massive shout out to Greg for helping me out. Definitely picking up those back-to-back W's. Really kind of said, okay, maybe we need to run with this. If all the changes we've been making, basically based on our own feeling, our own sort of play style, our own devices, changing it up and playing this style could be the ticket. It's been pretty consistent for me in the good handful of matches that I played this morning, and we're gonna keep going with it. So yeah. Guys, I will say that I'm not going to make this a very long stream. I realize that the last few streams, I've definitely felt a little bit like cranky or on edge. As a streamer, it can be challenging to stream for an audience and continue streaming for an audience when things aren't going good, right? And yesterday, it didn't feel like things were going good. I know you guys are here to support me. I know you guys are here to cheer me on, but man, oh man, oh man, what I don't want to do is hit that 3 or 4 hour mark and suddenly turn into a big grouch. So yeah. So W for Greg for sort of coaching me through this line and teaching me kind of like giving me those tips for how he's playing it, because it's definitely paid off in a nice, meaningful way. And we're going to try driving this strategy home. So yeah. Obviously, with no farmer, it's not going to really benefit me too much to play the ring. But one thing that he did said is if I have opportunities to chip in RK, I should be looking for those opportunities in the early to mid game. So yeah, play tank with Archer. No, he said, no, tank has a very specific role, he says. He says that it offers a lot of HP. Tank has more HP than anything else. Even when you put the battle healer passive on top. That tank damage is actually very, very good, but the tank HP, when you synergize with your heal packs and your blazing light, is actually very, very important, according to Greg. So yeah, we need to have bulk despite having no farmer. We need to have bulk despite being a queen. And that's where the heal pack synergy, the blazing light synergy comes into play. The more HP you have on units, the more valuable those percentage heals are. So yeah. We'll go middle to farm, I guess. Yes, that will be the play, is to try to play the loot-rich objectives. And in the early game, once I get the heavy online, being able to push people off those objectives, kind of threaten them, challenge them to actually take me down. Does this feel slow? It does feel a little bit slower, but the Leon passive is very intentional. Greg says that because you get the extra damage, it aids you, but also the speed. The speed boost from Leon is actually going to be really, 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 really nice. Taking the consistent, more across the board movement speed from Max on the lead, he says is not the play. You really do want to prioritize being able to pop abilities, get the damage plus speed boost, and kind of ride that wave. So yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, Mr. A? What's up, MM? Big Papa House. Oh, thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for being here. Took a nice shower before this, feeling a little relaxed. So it might take a minute to key up a little bit, but it's fine. Get third party, then you can survive. Yeah, that's definitely more of the idea. He said that, if you take an engagement like big squad versus big squad, you can still end up getting brutalized by a third party. But really, that goes for any build. So it's like, you do have the ability to still slip away without losing everything. And I think that's the biggest thing to remember, is that this build is really predicated upon surviving and taking units when people try it. So yeah, heal pack does come in clutch, of course. He's also saying that at the very beginning of the fight, one of the first things that he's doing is he's popping his heal pack, because that's when everyone's usually blown all their cooldowns, followed up shortly after by the blazing light. And because you have the wizard, all those things are going to recharge a lot faster. You're going to get your arrows back a lot faster. So yeah, it's freaking heals insanity. Yeah. So anyways, guys, push is real. We've got people chasing us up this leaderboard right now, and we're trying to hold them off for another 2.5 days. That's all we got left, guys. All we got left. Podium finish. That's what we're up for. We're gunning for first. Keeping a good headspace. So yeah, this will be a 2-hour stream today. Feel like I need to keep my mental health strong. I need to be able to focus up on my own. And these last 2 days definitely feels like that's going to be the way, right? I need to be able to focus. So here we go. We have a game. First game, we got OGM, Andre, cool.
Collect gems to win.
OGM's right beside us. That's interesting.
Leon, fusion. Wizard, fusion. Wizard, mega.
Keep going.
Leon, mega.
That's kind of cool.
9 players remaining. Nice move.
Nice little W there. That is so much fun.
Fusion. Mega. 7 players remaining.
Cool. I am going to go ahead and try to roll. That's fine.
Poco. Fusion. 6 players remaining. Poco.
An interesting day up here.
Nice.
Cool.
5 players remaining. Unstoppable. 4 players remaining. Dynamite.
Cool. W's, guys. Let's keep it going.
2 minutes. Take.
We're not looking good. That helps. We need to get some heavies going, though. It's part of the strat. Here we go. Number 1.
Final stretch.
Just threw everything. Did he not?
Line open. Fusion. 30 seconds left.
Interesting.
Liam. 3 players remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, okay, first game. Less than ideal for the build. What we're really banking on getting is like a super ice spirit. Even made it kind of close. We didn't really get our heavies online quickly enough, so we'll go next.
Common. Super big. Heavy.
You gave Narcissus a 9th spot. Ooh, brutal. Ooh, brutal. Brutal. Okay, so not a bad start. First game of the stream. Getting warm. Had a nice shower before the stream. Ate something right before stream. And guys, I really am sorry about yesterday. If I was a little too salty, that's not who I want to be. There's definitely a certain level of frustration that comes into play when you're trying to push like this. What do you have? Wizard and start? To use Leon passive frequently, to use your heal packs more frequently, Blazing Light. Also, having Leon in the back, or having a wizard in the back was also another intentional choice, according to Greg. He says that with this build, he's not maxing his squad out very frequently. And because that's the case, you're able to force the other 2 rares more easily. So, like, it's a lot easier to get a rend, like a early Mike, if the wizard is in front and in back. Also, he says Bo is actually very, very good But we really do want to hit those modes where there's just like a ton of monsters in the middle. Like the Lava World's really good for that. Ice, obviously Super Ice Spirits, Tree Giants. You can really fight over those things very, very quickly with only like 3 squaddies. So like having the Wizard already in your squad, that's a hot shot. Being able to get the early bow, that's another hot shot. Being able to pick up the Dynamite, and then you start stacking heavies. He says he oftentimes doesn't even pick up the Poco. Like if he's offered rares instead of the Poco, he will do that, which I think is very interesting. And what I can say is it feels a lot more powerful. Like you can actually be very, very strong with like 4 squaddies if all 4 of them are damage dealers. You know what I mean? Or like 5 squaddies, right? Leon, Wizard, Dynamite, Bow, and Heavy is 5. So having that going is like, it can be, he said it can be really nasty for damage in the early game. So I like it so far. I think we got kind of caught up with that Spike player in a moment that we didn't really want to. Like, before we have our heavy overshields, he says that attacking, I think he said attacking Spike is usually not something that you want to do. But once you have the overshields, you can kind of sit on the Spike a little bit and actually win the fights. Wiz is online and in starters you need to edit it. No, it's intentional. It's to force the other 2 rares when rares come around. It is intentionally done that way. You are not offered a 3rd random rare. The game just won't give you a squatty. Might seem kind of crazy, but that's what it is. Heavy does apply extra health to hot shots, even if you pick Heavy first. I tested in training grounds. Are you kidding me? No way. No. That's not a thing, ATC. You have to put it on top. Like, I was watching my friend do this last night. He picked his Heavy first, and then he picked an Archer, and it didn't do that to the Archer. Greg said, I mean, the other part of the strategy is looking for opportunities to kind of weaken the RKs in the early game. So like if the RK just doesn't come middle, well, you can farm middle till the cows come home. TC help, why Wiz in line? Because, and I said this a second ago, Harsh, because it forces other rares to pop up in the chest. This build is intentionally built on 10 squaddies, not 11. The Wizard in the back, because you already have it on lead, will not be shown to you later. Instead, in rares, you'll have a better chance it forcing the mic and the tank into your hand. That is intentional. All right. Wow. That's actually very lucky, I think.
Nice move. 7 players remaining. Fusion. Crushing it.
GG.
6 players remaining. Mega.
I'm grabbing this now because I'm vibing with this.
Nice. 5 players remaining. Heavy. Fusion. Heavy. Mega.
Let's grab this real quick, right? People want to mess with me, that's fine, right? I'm prepared for this.
Base. 4 players remaining. Fusion.
It's kind of a waste, I know.
Players remaining.
I wanted to kill that Leon so bad. That would have been money right there if we got the Leon.
Gem mine open.
Cool. Some W's, boys. Nice.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG's. First place.
Top spot.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Lock it up. Lock it up. This build only work better on certain map. I mean, it depends on the modifier. You're right. The bow pickup works better when there's like certain like mob densities, but you're right. First place though, nerds. First place. That's a +10. Let's keep the vibes. Let's keep the vibes right, yeah?
Common.
How's it going, King? Doing well. I lost power last night. Glad I got back in a few hours. Last year in August, I had a big power outage when I was out for 2 weeks. Ah, dude. That's what's up.
Shelly.
Short little power outage. Never hurt anybody. Nice. W. Keeping the grind alive, guys. Keeping it alive. Keeping our chill. Keeping our cool today. What's up, Jimmy? Welcome to the chat. How you doing, Jimmy? What's up, Nate P? I joined late. Where did the inspiration for this build come from? Came from Greg's Other Axe. I actually had a voice chat with him earlier today. I'm calling him Coach Greg today because Greg, I needed something different. I needed a different vibe. I needed a different play style because whatever I was doing for the past 2 days, I was going down. Like it felt like I was just going down and down and down in terms of like my consistency. And so when it's down to the end of the season, you have to change, and I had to change something up. So he coached me through a couple games this morning. I played some games even after that, got some more first place finishes. Now I'm on the grind. We played 2 games so far. The first game went okay. Second game went really well. We got first here. So yeah. Just tested again, Archer and Heavy, whether I picked Archer first or Heavy. Archer had 2/3 health, green bar on top of her normal health. Well, if you pick Heavy first, and then you pick the Archer, and then you keep picking Heavies, like the troop has to be in your squad first. Like, I don't believe you, man. Like, like, Greg would have to, like, tell me that. Like, you want to put it on top. The Archer's going to have a little bit of extra health from Queen passive by itself. You have to remember that, too. So if you're seeing a little bit of green health on that Archer, if you're on Queen, it's probably coming from the Queen passive. Dude, Mozzarella has gifted a membership to the channel. Oh my gosh. Ultra level nerd. Who got it? Igor Baptista received a membership gifted. Level ultra nerd. Igor, congratulations. Much appreciated, my dude. Thank you. What a guy. What a guy. What a day. Thank you so much, Mozzarella, for that gifted membership. Guys, this is a great time to remind you guys. We have a subathon that is planned for this Saturday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 11 p.m. UTC. We'll go pretty late. I anticipate we're going to start with like a 2-hour timer, and as people subscribe on Twitch and as people become members on YouTube, donate bits, drop super chats, we'll extend the timer for the stream. So this could end up being like a crazy marathon stream. I am not really willing to go like for 24 hours. So at some point I'll have to call it based on how I'm feeling it. But if there's still time on that timer, we'll just continue the subathon on Sunday. But I will go to sleep first before we continue it. So yeah. All right, Narcissist, Polyp, Kaiser, Gila Ray. Sure.
Collect gems to win. Go! Leon, fusion. Wizard, fusion.
This is where your daddy wants to be.
Leon, mega. Wizard, mega.
Yes, sir.
Fusion. Mega. 9 players remaining.
Yes.
Dynamite. Dynamite. Fusion.
Serious W's.
Dynamite. Mega. Players remaining. 7 players remaining. Unstoppable.
Wow, this is actually very lucky. Number 1.
Remaining. Heavy.
This is the dream, guys.
Heavy. 2 minutes left.
I think that's a bot below us, by the way.
Take. 5 players remaining. Take. Fusion. Take. Mega. Nice. 4 players
Please no. Please not. Please not like this. Here it comes, though. Bro, not like this.
3 player fight.
Oh my god. We were looking so good. And then we took a bot kill in front of an RK. Oh my gosh. Alright, move on. God, it was looking so good. Caught with our pants on the ground. We had everything going for us in that game. Everything going for us. RK is still beefy. Yeah. Go next. Man, if we just like... ATC, yeah, what you're probably seeing was the Archer Queen HP buff, my guy. Like, the passive she offers. Also, man, we could have just left that alone. Like, we were so far ahead. We just kept playing our game. I think we could have got to a point where that wouldn't have mattered. We didn't yet have the battle healers. And I think that one thing that Greg is saying is that the battle healers really set the build over the top. So we had all of our hot shots. Wait, we didn't have Dynamite. We had the Wizard, we had the Bow, we had the Alita. We didn't have Dynamite. And Dynamite is the, and we had a tank. We didn't yet have Dynamite. I think that may have been what caused us not to be able to take that RK down. Because you need to be able to splash those recruits and get those out of there so you can actually deal damage. Chris Non, chill out. Be more positive in the chat. I don't want to hear dead game remarks in my chat. Thank you very much. Change your tune, please. Dun, 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 dun. Un momento. All this is heating up. Okay, what other games you play or are planning to stream? I'm just streaming Squad Busters. I don't really play a lot of different games myself. I kind of get committed to one and I play it for a really long time. Like, I also play Clash Royale kind of on the side because I mean, I've been a Clash Royale player forever. All right, same guys in this lobby.
Collect gems to win. Go!
Less than ideal for this build, this modifier, but it's okay. Just go this way. Zung's a chaser too. Zung will chase us halfway across creation. You know, that's very tempting to do, but we need something else at this moment. Go here.
9 players remaining. 8 players remaining. Nice move. Dynamite. Crushing it. 7 players remaining.
Did he take the key? I feel like he did. Okay, we've got what we really want right now. It's time to actually get some heavies online.
Sweet. 6 players remaining. 2 minutes. Players remaining. Fusion. Heavy. Mega. 4 players remaining. Final stretch. Gem line open. Take fusion. 30 seconds. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Almost, man.
Finish.
Almost.
Second place.
I think Narcissist out-farmed me by a little bit. 8 gems, man. 8 gems. Close one. All right, +7's good, though. I don't think we lost a unit that game, did we? We didn't lose a unit. We're playing double heal. You have to be willing to play a little bit more slowly, which is working. Like, it's fine. It's okay. What's up, Shahir? What's up? Don't let RK farm bots. True, true, true. I also don't want to get third-partied by the likes of Zung, because Zung is like, you see the one bot that I did go for, Zung fisted me off of the key. So he actually, you know, screwed me out of the key there. Zung is also on King. I think he's also doing double heal pack, using medic heal pack Blazing Light. So like, he's kind of on the same sauce, but his hero by itself is more tanky than mine is. All right, we got another game. Quick, nice. Super Ice Spirits. Let's go. Uga, Narcissus, and Eddie. Okay, so this is the real test. Oh my goodness, this will be fun.
See a bot right there.
Unstoppable. 5 players remaining. 4 players remaining. Two minutes left. Heavy. Fusion. Heavy. Mega.
Cool, sure.
Fusion. Final stretch. Gem mine open. Poco. Mega. Seconds left. Battle healer. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish! Spectacular win!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Plus 10, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the leaderboard in that game, baby. Let's do it. GG. Love getting squads to chase you all around to kill you, and then they just die right after. Yeah, right?
Super big!
RKs would have stood a better chance fighting each other right there. W. Let's go. Keep it up. I don't know if that's a bug that Spike doesn't throw his skills. Yeah, it's definitely bugged. I'm sure that they're aware of it. I've seen a lot of content creators make videos where they're talking about it, but even if they're not talking about it, it's happening in their videos. So there's lots of video like footage of that happening. I'm sure that it will be fixed. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. All right, we got a game. Quick game. Let me guess. It's probably going to be the same 4 guys again because we're all online. Yep. Another top 4 game.
Collect gems to
Okay.
win. Go! Leon. Fusion. Leon. Mega. Wizard. Fusion.
Ah, rip.
Wizard. Mega. 9 players remaining.
I don't see what's happening with that. Is that there or not?
Fusion. 8 players remaining.
That was Uga Uga, was it not?
Players remaining. Fusion. Dynamite. Mega. 5 players remaining. Crushing it. 2 minutes left. 4 players remaining. Heavy. Fusion. Heavy. Mega.
This is not a good spot to be in. Kind of being aggressive, though. We're being really aggressive for this stuff. This is not good. Yeah, we need to chill.
Final stretch.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tank. Fusion. Mega! 3 players remaining. Leon. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG.
Finish!
Uga Uga got knocked down to 4th place. We took the 2nd place spot, so that's a 7-5. We take those. We take those, dude. We take those. That was a full sweat lobby, man. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 on the leaderboard, baby. We take those. GG.
Coming.
Whoo! Look at this YouTube viewership. 41. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the content. Let's keep it alive, though. Keep it alive. Here is our build if you're curious in running it yourself. One thing that you may be asking is, why is the wizard in the back as well as the front? Well, it's so that when you get to rares, the dynamite and the tank are forced into your hand. Often with this build, you're not reaching full build. So going with one less squatty actually pays off because you're able to stack the heavy passive onto fewer hot shots. And then once you get the battle healer passive onto fewer overall units. You don't always get to the max, but the Elite 1 and the battle healer are absolutely critical once you reach that point of the game. We got a game, though. Narcissus, Uga Uga, and Eddie. Once again, a sweaty 1, 2, 3, 4 game.
Collect gems to win.
All right, here we go.
Go. Leon. Fusion. Heavy.
Why did I do that?
Wizard.
I would swear that I didn't reach for that.
Leon. Mega. Wizard. Mega. Nine players remaining.
Oh, nice. We take that.
5 players remaining.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this now.
Four players remaining. 2 minutes left. Heavy. Mega.
Narcy is in first, I think. This is so sketchy.
Hey, final stretch. Gem line open.
Nice.
Finish.
We take it.
Second place.
We take it.
Outstanding.
Uga falling to third. Yep. Yep. Good. Same players every game. I think all of you should add friend and playing room matches to time for matchmaking. Matchmaking can be saved. It's squad league, my guy. It doesn't work that way. And also, our queue times are not very long. Like, they're really not. Like, a minute or two is not bad. Sometimes we're getting like 30-second queues, and it's because we're all online. We're all online. Like, let's see. How's everybody doing here, by the way? Uga has passed him. We're 760 cups ahead. All right. Keep it up. Oh, guys, we're at the 1 hour mark. It's a good time for me to use the bathroom. If you're new to my stream, I take a 2-minute bathroom break every hour. So I would encourage you to take a lap around the house, get something to eat or drink, or use the bathroom like I'm about to do. But when this timer counts down to 0, I'll be back in my seat and we will resume. I don't make you wait any longer than 2 minutes. The regular viewers will tell you I'm always super duper prompt, and of course, I wash my hands. So don't go anywhere. See you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. Before you ask, yes, I washed my hands. We're clean. We're feeling good. Feeling revitalized. So let's go ahead and kick it off for another hour. Today will be a short stream. We'll just be going for 2 hours today. Feel like it's better for my mental health if I shorten these streams towards the end of the season a little bit, just so I'm able to focus up on my own. I know you guys want to watch, but yesterday I think I just went a little bit too long. Ended up getting a little cranky myself, like just a little bit burnt out, a little bit worn out. What's up, Janusz SB? How you doing? Welcome to the stream over on the Twitch side. But yeah, I certainly appreciate you guys watching over on YouTube. Oh my gosh, YouTube's killing it these days. You guys are killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it. Thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube or follow me on Twitch. If you'd like to support me in what I'm doing, you can consider a channel membership on YouTube or subscribe on Twitch. It's the same sort of thing. But we are having a subathon this Saturday. I'll go and pop on over here while we're queuing. We're having a subathon this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is 11 p.m. UTC. And we'll have a minimum timer for the stream length. And as people become members, purchase Twitch subscriptions, donate bits, super chats, we will extend the timer according to how much of each. And we'll have a little rubric for that we'll be sharing. So we might start with like a 2 or 3 hour timer, and then that could really explode, kind of depending on how much support we get. But yeah, we're just trying to grow the channel, trying to basically grow the community. And this is meant to be aimed geared a little bit more towards the USA-based players, because I'm always streaming midday, but I'm never streaming at night. And I know a lot of the USA players do want to watch at night, but it's just not middle of the day for USA. It can be kind of awkward if people have day jobs and stuff like that. So this is supposed to cater primarily to that, but we'd love to have everyone show up if you're able. We're going to have Gym Pass giveaways. We're going to have some special guests, and we're going to have some viewer games. And this is just going to be to celebrate the July ranked season. This has been a slog on my part. I've done everything I can to like reinvent my builds, follow the metagame, and be the best player that I possibly can be for the duration of this season. I think it was a couple weeks ago I realized, oh my gosh, I might be able to do this. I might be able to strike. And now that I have a lead, it's trying to keep the lead and basically make it impossible for someone to catch me. So cheer me on, guys. Appreciate the good vibes. I'm definitely feeling a little tired, but yeah, how many gym passes will be given away? I'm thinking we're going to do 6. So, you know, it kind of depends on what viewership's like, but I'm thinking I'll do like 3 over on Twitch and then 3 over on YouTube. So like every 2 hours, I'll give out a gym pass. It depends on how long it goes, right? Like if we set the stream timer at 3 hours and the memberships come in, and you know we don't get a ton of memberships, we won't go for that 4th hour. So I won't be doing a second pass on both platforms, but I do want to give 1 pass on both platforms every 2 hours that we are live. If the timer gets out of control, we would end the stream when I get tired and pick it up the following day and continue that vibe. So yeah, but that's what we'll be doing. Only for members, not for subscribers. No, I mean if you're subscribed to the channel, you'd have the opportunity to win one. I think there's also a good chance, like say you weren't able to become a member, someone may gift you a membership just for being in the chat. Subathons are a concept that I'm kind of new to because I've never had one myself. I used to stream a lot back in the day when I was a big Clash of Clans player. But we never did like a subathon. I never hosted a subathon. I don't think my moderators weren't really, they didn't really know what that was or like kind of push that. So, but it seems like my mods and the people who've kind of come up around this community for Squad Busters, I'm more keen on making that sort of thing a reality, right? To like grow the channel, grow community for the game, right? Because the game is still seems to be catching its foothold in the circle of mobile games. And so we're wanting to make sure that people who play the game know that they can come and like have a content creator, have a streamer that's like, you know, as gung-ho about the game as they are. And yeah, so that's what we're after. I do want to say that in the month of August, the channel is going to be slightly restructured. For the last 3 months, I have been grinding my pants off. May, June, July, streaming at least 3 hours a day, if not 4. And I've been told that if one day I'd like to be a super creator, I need to begin incorporating long-form videos. So to bring that into the fray, I'm going to have to stream fewer days a week. And on the days that I don't stream, publish videos, which I'm down for. Like, I used to make videos for Clash of Clans, so I feel that. Is this RTK guy throwing all of his stuff away?
Dominance. 8 players remaining. Take. 7 players remaining. Crushing it. 6 players remaining. Fusion. Take. Mega. 5 players remaining. Dynamite.
We're on the train, guys. We're on the train.
Heavy. 4 players remaining. Heavy. Fusion. Heavy. Mega. 2 minutes. Dynamite. Fusion.
Golden Hearts rock.
Dynamite. Mega. Final stretch. Gem mine open.
Actually don't have.
Go. Go. Fusion.
Not great.
30 seconds left. 3 players remaining.
Oh man, what a game.
Wizard.
Ah,
2 players remaining.
GG's.
You finished 3rd. Podium.
Go next. not, you know, Bo doesn't get value against, what do you call them? Gift critters, by the way. Bo actually doesn't get the increased passive. So what we really want when we have Bo online, we really, really, really want to be on a map where there's like monsters, like actual monsters. You don't get value with Bo versus the Whack-A-Mole. You don't get Bo value versus gift critters. You do get it versus tree giants. You do get it versus super ice spirits. You do get value versus obviously Mega Boss Showdown, massive value. You do get value against the Loot Goblin Rush, although I would argue that it might not be quite as insane. So yeah, very aggressive. You didn't farm. Yeah, that there is no farmer in the build. RKs just kind of ran the ring the whole time, even though we were in the center soaking up the money. Towards the end, we didn't have anything to do. Once the RK saw us, they wanted us, they sat on us. I would have wanted to get a battle healer at the very end of that game, but I could not get it in my hand. I'd already nexted too many times, and I couldn't next my epic chest. So I was forced to pick up a Poco. And I really would have preferred not to have the Poco. I would have preferred to have the Elita 1 or to have a battle healer. Really, any other epic. Like, I don't think Max would have saved me there. But, yeah. Close game. Scratching my back right now. I got an itch right. You ever have an itch right in the center of your back and you're just like, gotta scratch it. It feels good. Do, 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 do. See what we can get, though, my boys. Guys, a month of pushing. Oh, man, it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you. What do we get? Okay. So. This, I don't know if we pick Bo here. Something tells me no. Pray for some early rares. You know what? We will go ahead and get Poco this time. Even though it's not fantastic value. And usually will just end up being a weak point in this build. I'm going to take the tank. There is Zung, by the way. You know what?
That was stupid. I just don't want to next everything.
7 players remaining. Fusion. Mega. 6 players remaining. 2 minutes. Players remaining.
God bless America, dude.
Dynamite. Four players remaining. Dynamite fusion. Final stretch. Dynamite. Mega. Heavy. Heavy. Fusion. Heavy. Mega. 30 seconds. Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three,
GG.
2, 1.
Got it.
Finish.
Lock him up.
Epic win.
Lock him up. Plus 10, baby. Plus 10. We take it. We take it. Lock him up. Let's go, dude.
Poco.
Let's go. Add a plus 10 to that counter, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Just stay away from the Zung a little bit. Let him do what he's going to do. We took so many Mega Moles for free right there. That was kind of our win condition. We ended up with, like, what, 300 gems over him? The worst thing that we could have done right there is actually try to fight that guy and drop all of our gems. Now, we needed to know what was going on. Like, if he started fighting somebody else, we would need to come in and try to third-party that. But generally speaking, just playing that game. Now, versus the RKs, I think it's going to be challenging no matter what. But we have to learn to play a little bit more like Greg. Greg is more willing to chase after the RKs in the early to mid game with this build. That's something that I have to sort of come into in terms of like play style, because like I'm so used to like trying to focus on like making my squad large that I've like forgotten this concept of like early game aggression. I've found myself on the back foot a little bit too a little bit too often lately, to where it's like, oh man, like finding myself on the front foot feels kind of weird, right? Like where I'm like constantly trying to take the engagement rather than like, you know, stay away, stay safe. I'm still readjusting my playstyle for this build for sure. And also, it can feel kind of awkward when you don't get those heavies online until pretty late. So, you do want to get that Dynamite ideally as your first rare pull. And as soon as you get that Dynamite, you can start pulling the heavy. Right? You don't need to have the bow. On certain maps and certain modes, you can skip bow, right? You can even skip Poco until a lot later in the match because you're playing with the heal pack and the blazing light, and like a pretty deep health pool on all of your units. Greg did also tell me that his Leon often will die, but as long as, you know, the rest of his squad is hanging in there, he's able to trade back, usually for a net positive on squaddies in those like mid-game engagements. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're running the line. He also says that an early Alita 1 is an extremely nice early pickup if it gets offered to you, because Alita 1's very strong. Like the moment you put her in your squad, you don't have to pull it but twice to have it at Mega. And because she's a hot shot, she's benefiting from the Archer Queen. She's already going to have a nice HP buffer already from the Queen passive. And then if you're able to put the heavy on top of the Alita 1, you're dealing a ton of damage, and you have very, very tanky damage dealers. So he says he will pull an early Alita if at all possible. He will go for a Dynamite first for rares, followed by the tank. Although he says if they force tank into your hand at the very beginning of the game, take it, because tank is another one of those high damage but also high HP units. It won't get benefit. It won't get the hot shot benefit. It won't get a health shield from heavy, but it doesn't need it because the tank basically has a shield. The tank in the tank is working with a shield herself. When you are not using Poco, why not have Colt or Shelly in place of him? Well, pulling Poco later in the match is what he's talking about doing. He doesn't pull it up front because you're trying to get all that damage online so that if you do get engaged on, you're relying on your double abilities, your double heal abilities. What's up, Garfox? Welcome back to the stream, dude. Welcome back. How you doing, man? All right, 7 pins, Mahone, Bear the Boss, Maddie. All right, let's see how we do against 7. 7's a cracked Queen player. He plays Speed Queen, though, so it'll be interesting to see how this falls. This is a solid map, though, for this strat. I don't see any bots, which is a little concerning to me at this point. That's what we want. Look at the bow. Oh my gosh, the bow is so gross. All right.
4 players remaining. Heavy fusion.
Oh no. Oh, I'm screwed.
Wizard. Leon, 30 seconds left. Nice.
Wow.
3 players remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, it's very close.
Finish.
I was going for gold right there.
Second place. Marvelous.
I was going for gold, but GG's. Second spot, we like it. +7 is +7, baby. What's up, Cuckoo? How you doing? I'm 300 short for unlocking Spike. You'll get it, man. Play a handful more games. You got it. Congratulations, you're almost there.
Big Rare. Ice Wizard.
All right. All right, we got about a half hour left in today's stream. Well, 32 minutes. I think we probably get 5 more games, yeah? Around 5 more games. And we'll call it a day. I'll continue off stream. I need to be focused. I need to be focused for my own, like, I need to get focused. And I can definitely focus better when I know it's just me. I want you guys to see this push, but man, it has become very mentally stressful and very mentally taxing to continue on like this. It's a lot of hours. At the end of the season, I'm going to go back and see if I can look up how many games I had before the season started. So at the end of the season, I can tell viewers I played approximately this many 100 games, right? Because in a day, I'm putting up a lot of games, like lots of games. So over the course of a month, like how many games have I played in a month? That's my real question. But, you know, we started down at 4,000 on the season reset. That means we'd put up over 14,000 cups since the season started. That's a lot. That's a lot. Helena says it's not worth it. You're about to start being bussed by everybody. No, Spike is good. Spike is good. He has a different skill. Like he's a different hero. And everyone's learning to play him, just like everyone's learning to play against him right now. Like, I'm not calling for buffs or nerfs to Spike just yet, but I think it's pretty clear that there is one bug related to his Spike, his Thorny Grenade not landing. So yeah. She'll line up for SS once. Screenshot? Yeah. Play it. Hit that screenshot if you'd like to play this army yourself. Keep in mind that it's very intentional to have the wizard in front and in back because it is forcing you to be able to pick the tank or the mic when you get to rares. It more easily forces the other 2 rares into your hand. And with this build and with this playstyle, having no farmer, you are not going to max out very often. Like, Greg, who plays this line all the time and locks up first place wins, says he rarely, if ever, will fully max the squad. I can imagine maxing this squad if, for example, you're on 1 coin, duh, but in pretty much every other game mode, you're not going to max the squad. You're going to be smaller than other people, so having a 10, basically instead of having an 11 squaddy lineup, you only have a 10 squaddy lineup, that's fine. Greg says that when you start the engagement, he almost immediately pushes the heal pack because it takes a moment for that to come out. And he says that usually right at the start of a fight, the opponent has blown all of their cooldowns. So that means that you've received the damage almost instantly, and you need to get those units quickly healed back up. And then he says shortly after that he follows with blazing light. And he just, as the fight goes on, he can like kite around a little bit, look for good shots with his arrows, and do that. Nick says hiding out in the closet at work. Oh no, Nick. Oh no, Nick. I will hold the jokes. Let's see. All right, so here we are. I don't mind this build. Like, it doesn't feel bad. Like, you guys saw me play No Trader for about a week. And I didn't hate that at all. Like, I actually really liked it. You know, it's you have to play it a little differently than you play like standard speed queen, you know? All right, Mafia. See if we can get a first place win. It would be really nice to get a plus 10 in this game, considering the round of matches that we had earlier. Back to back to back. Rip. Man, I stepped on the box. Crap. It was looking so good. I kind of goofed up my build order.
Nice move. 8 players remaining. Heavy fusion. Dominance. 7 players remaining. Heavy
I'm going to take it just because we do have the mic now, right?
dynamite.
So the mic has the health.
6 players
Now we can work on the mic. So not the worst situation. Well, with me. There's a bot up there. We'll take it in a minute.
dynamite. Mega. Nice move. 4 players remaining.
I'm going to take this. Seems like all the real players are left on the map now. Let me put this guy down here.
Take fusion. Unstoppable.
Got him.
3 players remaining.
Hold.
Final
Pull.
stretch.
Beautiful.
Gem line open. Seconds left. Mega.
Just run away.
3,
GG. Plus 10, baby. Plus 10. I love how the Sonic was a lot bigger than us. He went invisible and then didn't follow the fight. That was an interesting choice. Also, we were able to kill that king and Memes21JJ. W. HP. HP double heal pack, baby. Health shield double heal pack. Didn't even get to the battle healers either. Also kind of wild. All right. Next. Starting on the center, you have to wait the other players to come. You play very well anyway. Thank you very much, Alina. I'm doing my best with it. I need to but Greg says that one thing that I'm not doing just yet is more confidently toying with the outer perimeter of the center to see if I can find some chip onto an RK, right? Because he says that if you can't manage the RK by chipping his squad in the early to mid game, it can still be extremely difficult to win full out, all out engagements at the end of the game. And of course, a third party would probably end you both at that point. So yeah. GG. Good game. Hey, Mafia, what's up? Good game, bro. I try my best not to fight you. Ah, man. Don't say that. Come on. Let's see. Hello, TC and Squad Busters Left Community. Mr. A, Team Fusion, ACAP, Garfox, Mahone Dog, Cuckoo, Helena, Harshmellow, King, Brian, Nico, GM93, Wolfman, Mozzarella, Mitch MS, Long Place, Sissy here, ATC. Who else? Mahone Dog. Yes, I am Spike. Now I'll use Zung combo. Double hero plus wizard. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't call it the Zung combo. I've seen Greg's other axe is the first player that I really saw that on. So I would call it the Greg combo more than anything else. Greg is the one that really was trying to drive it home with me. And I played it for an hour a couple weeks ago and I was like, this doesn't work. But I also wasn't in the mindset of how it's played. So once I got into the mindset, I can see how this is a thing, right? You just had to be willing to play the fight when it comes to you, and just try to not let them kill your hero, right? Your heal packs really and your extra HP really do stand up to a lot, and make a big difference. But welcome to the stream, BB and OGM. I wish I could read the name, the Russian name. What should I call you, man? How do I say it? You're gonna have to help me out with an English pronunciation somehow. But welcome to the stream, brother. I gotta go. I haven't played myself, not yet. Give it a shot, Helena. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think about the build later. But yeah, I have to give a lot of credit to Greg's other acts. And also, he actually, I said, hey man, you got time for some voice chat? And he actually talked to me about it. And I was like, okay, well, do you want to spectate me in a couple of games? He was like, yeah. So he was spectating me and he was sort of live coaching me through the build for a couple games. And I'm like, dude, this is so nice. Thank you. I would have never thought that a viewer would come in clutch so hard, because I've been struggling for the past couple days to settle into a build that felt like it was with the times, was actually feeling like it was current and strong and working, and you know what I mean? I was really struggling with that, but Greg helped me out. So yeah, massive shout out to Greg. All right, Uga, Fila, and Renatino. This is gonna be an interesting game.
Collect gems to win. Go! Leon, Fusion. Wizard, Fusion. Leon, Mega.
tried it, dude. He really wants me, like, way too bad. I think that was a key. I saw it drop. We are okay. I'm okay. Oh my gosh, TC, what are you doing?
Remaining. Heavy fusion. 2 minutes left. Heavy mega. 5 players remaining.
It's a bot, by the way. W. There's a fight over there. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Plus 10, baby. Big W for Greg's other acts? Absolutely. Question for OGM93. Do you prefer to play Spike or the Barbarian King? Good question. GG. All right. I think we'll probably get 3 more games in today. And then continue our push off stream. So, guys, you get 3 more. 3 more, and then we donezy. Need to be able to focus up. My own thoughts, in the privacy of my own home. Archer Queen rules. Yeah, dude. Archer Queen rules. Someone was asking me to comment on, like, the heroes that I think are strongest right now. It's, you know, with the Spike release, it's really hard for me to say. I can certainly tell you who's on the bottom, but it's hard for me to say who's on top. It really is. You know, someone was commenting yesterday, and I get what they were trying to say, right? They were saying that things seem kind of rock, paper, scissors. Not rock, paper, scissors in that you and your opponent do this. I use scissors, you use paper. That means that I just auto kill you for that game. No. But sort of like the heroes are kind of, it seems like the heroes are being tuned for like one hero to be able to handle this hero, but this hero is able to handle this hero, but this hero is able to handle this hero. And there's like a circle of like, or maybe a triangle of like what heroes are suited to take on other heroes. So there's like relative strength hero to hero. I think he was kind of right in that sense. I don't think definitely not in the randomness though, right? Because you choose your hero. And when you're on ladder like this, you know sort of which hero or two your opponents are probably going to be running. So when that match starts and you see these names over and over and over, there's a high chance that you can recall, oh, that's a Royal King player. Oh, that's a Barbarian King player. Oh, that's a Spike player. So like, I think the heroes are all kind of suited to take on a different hero, but not all heroes. And then when you add lots of game knowledge and high skill and experience, that's when your one hero, you can use it to win the bad matchups too, right? And that's how games work in general, right? In MOBA style games, like RPGs, like you can use high skill and high game knowledge to play yourself out of bad matchups. All right, Uga, Renatino, and Vino. This will be an interesting game. Vino is also a tanky queen player, so we got to remember that. He's going to want to fight us for everything that we want.
Did we not get a troop from him? I don't think so. This is tough. This is an interesting game to say the least. We're not really allowed to do what we want here. God bless America. Here he comes. Look at this. I hit him again. He's just chasing me like a dang monkey, dude. We haven't been able to do anything that we actually want to this game. Very well played. Is he starting heavy? Is that his vibe? We're just screwed. Uga busted. That's a W, by the way.
Nice. We made it all the way to second place. After that, hey, dude, I'll take it. If he comes up to kill me, it's kind of like, okay, you know.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we take that as a W. What a game.
Place. Top notch.
Uga went down in 4th. We went down in 2nd. That's a +7 to his +2. That's a W. That was a terrible opening for us, too. And we still got 2nd. We didn't give up. We could have given up. He's running AQ. Can you counterpick based on that RPS logic? Quan, think for a second. When you hit the Q button, do you know who you're going to be matched against? Do you know who the players are that will be in your lobby for a fact? You might have a guess that they'll be players in your trophy range, but there's enough players in my trophy range where I don't know who I'm going to be matched against. So trying to counterpick somebody, it's not really, I don't think you can really play that way. But what I will say is the reason I'm running Queen is because for this season, or for the last 2 seasons, I played nothing but RK, and it was getting old. RK felt like easy mode, right? Like, run around, get big very easily, get very scary, fight anybody. If you want to disengage, you can, relatively easily. I wanted a challenge, so I said, you know what? I just maxed out my Queen. I'm going to run this season on Queen only. So this has been my season of the Queen. All right, guys, we got one more game for the stream today. I don't like that Q time right there. It makes me believe I'm in a casual mode, so we're going to hit this just to try to stop the Q bug. Maybe it will be that quick. Okay. So yeah, it's not really possible, at least with the matchmaking system we have now, to counterpick. But also, like, this is like a season challenge for myself to run Queen. Like, I could take out the RK and join that vibe all over again, but I'm trying to complete the season on Queen only. Like, I haven't played a single ranked game on any other hero this entire season. So just, you have to take this for what it is. As the Queen, you know, the biggest things that I have problems dealing with on ladder right now are going to be tanky queens. So I'm playing a tanky queen. RKs, like good RKs, right? Like the guys that are they're in the top 5 playing RK are like legitimately like scary players to play against at all times. Like there's a lot of scary guys on ladder. There's certain players that were actually able to max out Spike and are playing Spike. Zung is one of those players. Zung also plays BK, so he will flex between those two. So like, I know generally speaking what the top players are all playing, like which heroes they're playing. But some players are not just playing one hero; they're playing multiple different heroes. So like, match starts, it's like, okay, well, is Zung on BK or is he on Spike right now? Like he's got a little bit of that information advantage over people like, you know, say Narcissus, which is like an RK main. Uga, who is always on RK. Eddie, as far as I have played against him this season, I think he's been majority RK. Maybe he's played a couple other heroes on certain days, but I think like 99% of his push has been on RK. So I guess part of the season challenge for myself was to be like, okay, I need to diversify I need to make my personal skill set, my hero pool deeper, right? Like when you think about like MOBAs, there's a MOBA called League of Legends. If you're a gamer, you have to know what League of Legends is, right? It's like the OG MOBA alongside of like Dota 2, right? And it's still kicking. The competitive scene is amazing, but there's a player who's been in the competitive scene for I think over a decade now. His name's Faker. He is the most winning. He is the most goated player of the entire game. And what makes him so good, and because they actually did a documentary about him when they inducted him as the first member of the League of Legends Hall of Fame, his champion pool is like over twice that of people that are of other mid laners across the entire league. So like if you take all the players in the league, the average number of champions, and this is just me throwing out an arbitrary number, but this is part of the documentary, say the average number of champions that people will actually play in a tournament match, right? Like a championship tournament match. They're picking from about like 20. Faker on the other hand, he will and has picked 40 different, like double that, like around 40. Now the numbers aren't probably on point, but it was like a serious advantage just based on like his experience. Like he knows how so many different things work. He understands all the unique interactions of all the different champions. And so anyways, I realize there's only 6 heroes in the game right now, but that's kind of what I'm going for, is to seek like a greater breadth of game knowledge by trying to master other heroes. And I thought, what better way than to get off RK after all that time and try something new. Oh my gosh, TC.
Nice move. 8 players remaining. 7 players remaining. Mega. Take. Fusion.
Man, I barely missed that goal that was on the ground.
6 players remaining. Mega. Crushing it. 5 players remaining. Dynamite.
That's not a good spot. I'm gonna grab this now. Just feeling a little bit anxious over that fight there.
4 players remaining. Fusion.
I don't see RKs, so potentially going for the dynamite, or like ignoring the dynamite and going single target could be the play here. We won the trade, right? He didn't take anything. I see what's going on over there. Zach A found a kill. Oh boy.
Final stretch. Gem line open. Battle healer. Battle healer. Fusion. 30 seconds left. Battle healer.
GG will take second.
Finish.
Didn't have the damage. GG's.
Great job.
Okay, guys. It's been a nice little push. I told you guys it would be a little bit shorter of a stream today. Wanting to, like, make sure that I'm able to, like, remain positive and stay, you know, focused during my push. It's been an exhausting push the past, like, week in particular. But we're continuing on. We're pushing on. We're trying to keep this goal in sight, this goal in reach. And, yeah. So, checking the leaderboard right before we go offline, this is what we're looking like, guys. We are currently about 700 and what is that? 760 cups ahead. Am I doing the math right on that? 760 cups ahead, roughly, from Uga Uga. Eddie is now giving chase to Uga Uga. Eddie has fallen down from Uga Uga. So I'm sure that Eddie's going to be having it out with Mr. Uga Uga on the leaderboard. Mr. Narcissist here is looks to be 500 cups below that. That looks like a gnarly gap for Narcissist to make up again. For a long time this season, Narcissist was actually the #1 player. But I guess he hasn't had the time to put in to keep that rank, I'm guessing. So, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and catch up with the chat, and I'll just make sure that I'm saying goodbye to everybody here. Let's see. Thanks, Mafia. Thank you for those kind words. I think I know what you're trying to say, but if I read it, I don't. The English is a little strange, but I think I know what you're trying to say. Thank you, Quan. Yeah, what I'm saying is the whole RPS logic is kind of shaky. The only real counter picking you can do is counter power picks, like picking invisibility to counter people who use snowball skills. Yeah, true. I tried running invisibility last night in a handful of games, but I felt like I was missing something. I would rather have, and I think I really do like the way this feels. I'm gonna dig into this build a little bit more before I move on. Heroes just aren't distinct enough for proper counter picks to really matter. Oh yes they are. Oh yes they are. I have no idea what you're talking about, Quan. The heroes are very distinct. I do not understand how you don't see that. The queen can shoot an arrow. The king can charge with a massive fist. The RK has crazy bulk with elite recruits that are all around him. He throws a projectile he lobs a projectile over the top of his opponents. The Sonic is ridiculously fast and puts on a crazy health shield when you activate his power. Do I really need to go on? Like, how could... That is a very odd comment. That's a very odd take. I do not agree with you whatsoever in that statement. Heroes are distinct. I think you are flat out wrong. Unless it's so obvious, like picking Sonic in a lobby full of slowpokes. Okay, I do that in tryhard lobbies sometimes. You pick Sonic in a lobby full of slowpokes. Like if you're doing scrims, you mean? Making tea, you got any tea bags left? Dig Dag, or did you use them all already? You're going to use the same squad for the next season also? Probably not. No, next season we're going to be shifting gears quite a bit. I don't foresee myself doing the same kind of crazy push. I also will not be committing to Queen only. I'm going to be diversifying that a lot more. Next season, I should be able to get my spike maxed out pretty quick. Like, first couple days of the season. That gym pass will push me over. So that would have me Sonic, RK, Queen, and Spike all maxed out. That's 4 of 6 heroes maxed out. 2.0 has been out since May. What, 3 months now? People that were complaining about, oh, I'll never be able to max out a hero. 3 months of play, buy the gym pass. Stop crying. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely certain that by the end of this year, all the heroes that are in the game will be maxed out on my account. And it's just daily play. and buying the Super Gym Pass every month. And if I'm being honest, that's the way it should be. Also, Wise Wizard is starting as well as in the lineup because you want to force the other rares into your hand when rares come around. You don't want to have a third rare when I am hell-bent on getting the mic and the tank in my hand. Also, the guy who crafted the line says that you rarely max out your squad anyway. So having a 10 squaddy lineup instead of an 11 squaddy lineup is actually like totally fine. Like he says you rarely get to pull every single one of your epics. And he will even like put off pulling Poco until like beyond the halfway point of the game sometimes, and just relying on heal packs and Blazing Light. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching today. I really appreciate you doing that. I'm going to put up this reminder real quick. We're having this subathon this weekend, Saturday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll start at 11 p.m. UTC. If you're a European or Asian viewer, that's probably better for you to suss out your time zone. And we'll be doing some Gym Pass giveaways where I'll be getting them out on YouTube as well as Twitch. And we'll have some special guests, have some voice chat going. Might have special guests come into my home, which would be kind of cool. Viewer games, and it'll be just to celebrate the July ranked season. It's been a crazy push, and we're trying to finish strong, and we're giving this our all till the very end of this season, and we deserve to have some sort of a celebration. But yeah, there'll be a timer up that will I think we'll start with like a 2-hour timer or something like that, and as people become members of the channel, drop Twitch subscriptions, bits, super chats, that sort of thing. We'll have a rubric for like adding time to the timer, and I'll just continue to stream. If the timer gets a little out of hand, I may have to like call it at some point. Just I'll say, guys, I'm way too tired to keep going, and then I pick up the stream the next day and kind of continue that on until the timer is done. So much love, guys. I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow around the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UTC, in Squad Busters. Take care. Peace out.